the silent radio. Jack had always been fascinated by ham radios. He loved tuning in to different frequencies and listening to the voices of strangers from all over the world. He had a small collection of radios in his basement, where he spent most of his free time. One night, he was scanning through the bands, looking for something interesting to listen to. He stumbled upon a faint signal that caught his attention. It sounded like a news broadcast, but with a strange distortion. He adjusted his antenna and turned up the volume. Breaking news: a massive earthquake has struck the city of Los Angeles, causing widespread damage and casualties. The quake measured 8.5 on the Richter scale and triggered a series of aftershocks and tsunamis. The authorities have declared a state of emergency and urged people to stay indoors and avoid the coastal areas. We will bring you more updates as they become available. This is KLA News, broadcasting from the future. Jack blinked in disbelief. He checked his watch. It was June 17, 2023. The broadcast said it was June 18, 2023. He checked his calendar. It was Saturday. The broadcast said it was Sunday. He grabbed his phone and searched for any news about an earthquake in Los Angeles. There was nothing. He switched to another frequency and listened to a different station. There was no mention of any disaster. He switched back to the original signal and listened again. The broadcast repeated the same message with the same date and timestamp.
He felt a chill run down his spine.
Was this some kind of prank? A hoax? A glitch? Or was he really hearing a transmission from the future? He decided to record the signal and save it on his computer. He wanted to have some proof of what he had heard. He also wanted to see if the prediction would come true. He waited until the next day, checking the news every hour. Nothing happened. No earthquake, no tsunami, no chaos. He breathed a sigh of relief. Maybe it was just a coincidence. Maybe someone had hacked into the radio station and played a fake recording. He deleted the file from his computer and forgot about it. A week later, he was listening to another frequency when he heard another strange signal. Breaking news: a terrorist attack has rocked the city of New York, killing hundreds of people and injuring thousands more. A suicide bomber detonated a powerful explosive device inside the Grand Central Station during rush hour, causing a massive fireball and collapsing part of the building. The authorities have confirmed that the attack was carried out by a radical group called the Silent Radio, who claimed responsibility in an online video. They said they were sending a message to the world that they could see the future and manipulate it to their will. They warned that more attacks would follow unless their demands were met. We will bring you more updates as they become available. This is WNY News, broadcasting from the future. Jack felt his heart skip a beat. He checked his watch. It was June 24, 2023. The broadcast said it was June 25, 2023. He grabbed his phone and searched for any news about a terrorist attack in New York. There was nothing. He switched to another frequency and listened to a different station. There was no mention of any attack. He switched back to the original signal and listened again. The broadcast repeated the same message with the same date and timestamp. He felt a surge of fear and curiosity. Was this another prank? A hoax? A glitch? Or was he really hearing a transmission from the future? He decided to record the signal and save it on his computer again. He wanted to have some proof of what he had heard. He also wanted to see if the prediction would come true. He waited until the next day, checking the news every hour. It happened. A terrorist attack rocked the city of New York, killing hundreds of people and injuring thousands more. A suicide bomber detonated a powerful explosive device inside the Grand Central Station during rush hour, causing a massive fireball and collapsing part of the building. The authorities confirmed that the attack was carried out by a radical group called the Silent Radio, who claimed responsibility in an online video. They said they were sending a message to the world that they could see the future and manipulate it to their will. They warned that more attacks would follow unless their demands were met. Jack felt sick to his stomach. He couldn't believe what he had heard and seen. He had heard it before it happened. He had proof. He had evidence. He had power. He could stop them. He could save lives. He could change the future. He decided to act. He grabbed his laptop and his radio and headed to his car. He drove to the nearest police station and asked to speak to someone in charge. He explained his situation and showed them his recordings. He told them he had more information about the next attack and how to prevent it. He expected them to be skeptical, but they were surprisingly receptive. They said they had been tracking the Silent Radio for a while and had been unable to find their location or identity. They said they had received anonymous tips from other ham radio operators who had heard similar broadcasts, but none of them had any proof or details. They said they were willing to listen to Jack and cooperate with him. They took him to a secure room and hooked up his laptop and radio to their equipment. They asked him to tune in to the frequency where he had heard the last broadcast. He did as they asked and waited for the signal to appear. It didn't take long. Breaking news. A nuclear meltdown has occurred at the Palo Verde Nuclear Generating Station in Arizona, releasing a massive amount of radiation into the atmosphere. The incident was caused by a cyber attack that disabled the safety systems and triggered a chain reaction. The authorities have evacuated the nearby towns and cities and advised people to stay indoors and avoid exposure. The attack was claimed by the Silent Radio, who said they were demonstrating their power over the world's energy sources. They said they had more targets in mind and would not stop until their demands were met. We will bring you more updates as they become available. This is a ZN News, broadcasting from the future. Jack felt a cold sweat on his forehead. He checked his watch. It was June 30th, 2023. The broadcast said it was July 1st, 2023. He looked at the police officers who were listening with him. They looked shocked and alarmed. They asked him if he knew where the Palo Verde Nuclear Generating Station was and how to stop the cyber attack. He said he didn't know, but he had an idea. He said he needed access to the internet and a phone. They gave him what he needed and told him to hurry. He searched for the location of the nuclear plant and found it on a map. He searched for the phone number of the plant and found it on a website. He dialed the number and waited for someone to answer. Hello, this is Palo Verde Nuclear Generating Station. How may I help you? Hi, this is Jack. I'm a ham radio operator, and I have some important information for you. Okay, what is it? I know this sounds crazy, but you have to listen to me. You are going to be hacked tomorrow by a terrorist group called the Silent Radio. They are going to disable your safety systems and cause a nuclear meltdown. You have to stop them. Slow down. How do you know this? I can't explain right now, but I have proof. I have recordings of their broadcasts from the future. They are predicting disasters that are coming true. They are behind the earthquake in Los Angeles and the bombing in New York. What? That's impossible. It's not impossible. It's happening. And you are next. You have to believe me. Why should I believe you? How do I know you are not one of them? I'm not one of them. I'm trying to help you. Please, Just trust me. How can I trust you? You could be lying or delusional or both. I'm not lying or delusional. I'm telling you the truth. Look, I can prove it to you. I can send you my recordings right now. Just give me your email address. Okay, fine. What's your email address? It's jacktheradio@gmail.com. Okay, I'll send you my email address. Okay, thank you. Jack typed in the email address and attached his files. He hit send and hoped for the best. He waited for a reply. A few minutes later, he got one. Jack, I received your files and listened to them. I don't know how you did it, but they are real. They match exactly with what we have been hearing on our own radios. We have been getting these weird signals for a while now, but we didn't know what they were or where they came from. We thought they were some kind of interference or noise, but now we know they are not. They are messages from the future, and they are terrifying. We don't know who the silent radio are or what they want, but we know they are dangerous and powerful. We don't know how they can see the future or manipulate it, but we know they can do it. And we know they are targeting us. We have alerted our security team and increased our defenses. We have also contacted the authorities and informed them of the situation. We are doing everything we can to